I look ratchet. I just got out of practice. What's up, y'all? I'm gonna talk about a couple things in this video because I know I haven't been super active on YouTube, but life's been good. Spending it with my loved ones and all good things around here. If you are just such like a bright, positive, good person in itself, abundant things will come to you. Your plans will come to fruition. You will have good things that happen in your life just because you just are that. I just know you're gonna bear fruits no matter what comes your way. And even if not, no, you will. Okay, there's no doubt, no question. Because fruits of the character show who you are, you know, like that's what displays you as a character. Also, guys, I want to get a haircut soon. I think I'm going to get it before States because for my school right now, we have conference in the next couple days, so we have to lock in for that. It's going to be a 3-day long competition. Oh my gosh, I do look a little ratchet, so please don't do that. States is at the end of April, beginning of May. So we'll have a little bit of time before that, but we'll be locked in, tapering, honing in our skills. But I'm very excited because I can see everyone's like work being put in and they're getting so much better. It's really cool to see different friend groups merging together and like the people that click with each other, what people group with which friendships. If that makes sense. So this is what I was gonna talk about. My really good friend was like, oh my gosh, I realized you reminisce a lot. And I was like, I've been saying that. I actually have a video I never uploaded saying how much I like reminisce on stuff. Jasmine, like, why do you take so many photos? Like my friends used to say that to me and I'm like I'm not trying to be performative or whatnot. It's just like I like capturing things in the moment. I love like cherishing the moments and the memories I make with my friends. It holds dear to me, always. I'm very glad I have people around me that I can do that with. Because yes, you can socialize with anyone. If not, you can just like look like you're hanging with someone. But not all the times you can actually maintain those and like have deep conversations. You can't always like rely on these people. You can't always trust or like confide in these people, right? But I'm just very grateful to be able to have people that I can do that with and they can do the same to me. I kind of highlight those things a lot, so even if I haven't seen you in a while, you know who you are. I carry these people with me in my life, never forget that. Let me show you guys my jewelry stack right now. I did have a hand chain, but it broke. I literally was wearing it yesterday, and it just broke when I was in the shower. Disappointing, but here's my jewelry on my right hand. This is what I like my everyday wear if I were to go out, you know. One's like a thicker band, which I really like, with a heart, and then my middle finger is a one with a cross on it, and then this hand has a little stack as well, and I really like the stacked ring. And most of these jewelry is from Every Jewels. I have the link with a discount in my description below. This one that looks like a Cartier one is from Amazon. Those are basically the only jewelry places I shop at. Tell me why I can get Every Jewels for like $5, but they last for months. Link in bio, as I was saying, like how I like reminiscing. It's more so like, oh, I'm not doing it to say that I'm looking back on stuff. I've recalled a verse from the Bible that says you shouldn't look back because you're gonna turn into dust or something like that, like ash. I don't remember the story, but you shouldn't like look back at the decisions you make or like kind of like think about what you could have done. Remember, I would use my story of me not going to the University of Minnesota so many times as a reason to why I'm here and to where I am in life, right? Which is valid. It is why I'm here. And I did hold a little bit of resentment and a little bit of a grudge at first because I think that's a little valid and reasonable. That's why I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I want to keep swimming, and that's why I made the decision to start again. Even if it was a late decision, like, I can't believe I was where I was at. And I just had a conversation with my teammate today, actually, talking about she wants to maybe take a gap year and just go travel. And I'm like, you can so do that, because as much as I wish I didn't stop my progress for 2 years, I do not regret a single part of it. 1, I can't go back. 2, I'm just who I am with it now. 3, like, who am I to say that I didn't, and I made that decision. I consciously chose to do that, so I can't really be saying like, you know, I regret it. I wish I never did that. I traveled to Puerto Rico, I traveled to Miami, I traveled to Hawaii, Canada. But the reason why I just didn't think it was enough, because I wasn't actively going for something. Like now I'm on a team, like feeling part of a team is just so great. Perks about being an athlete, guys, it's just so different. I can actually go on and on about that, which I can. But I was like, might as well like finish school if you're already like almost done with it, right? If you also think you can balance all that, because some people can just do school online and then work occasionally and then maybe just travel over the season and you're still doing everything you need to be doing. Like even if you think you should be like going on a specific timeline, guys, trust me, if you want to do something and you have the freedom to do so, I'd say go for it, because I think living with the regret of not doing it is much worse than the cost of actually doing it. So I think that's the greater reward there. With just priorities in life, you do need to focus on sometimes, but people get so caught up in that and they forget that there are things in life that you can literally enjoy. Like you can actually enjoy it instead of making it a difficult time for yourself. It sounds easy, but also not at the same time, but I hope some of you would get it. Literally, you can leave on a Friday and come back on a Sunday. Yes, it might cost like $200, $300, right? But I'm like, I spend that money low-key overall anyways. So why not spend it on a trip? It's just like a little getaway and we're exploring something new. We're getting to spend time with each other and it'll just be a fun little time. The option is there, so you guys can always try and branch out. And if you don't like it, then you'll know your answer. I don't really have a very deep convo for today. I could talk about perks of being an athlete. Actually, I really want to talk about that. I wish it was more like faith-based. And actually, I was not raised Catholic, but I went to a Catholic school. And actually, a lot of my really, really good friends that are Christian now went to a Catholic school. We all come from like very different religions and backgrounds, but we're all Christian now and we all believe in the same morals, same values, same principles. So I think it's very cool that you can literally come from any single place, but we all live for the same thing. We live like the same. My teammate and I were just talking about people, okay, in general. Like how athletes move is just a different way. Okay, that's a very like conclusive statement. But first of all, being an athlete means you have to show up to practices, you have to perform a certain way, not saying like the results, but as in like you already have to make the practices, you already have to show up on time, you have to do all these things like as a routine, as a habit almost, you know? You're already following a regimen. You're obviously gonna have to be part of a team. You're gonna have to learn how to be a teammate, if not a leader. You're gonna have to listen to your coach. You're gonna have to correct your mistakes. You're going to have to fight through challenges. You're gonna have to be able to celebrate good things and bad things, you know? So all of these things, I feel like prepare you mentally and physically for any situation that comes to you in real life. That in itself already is just preparation, you know, for greatness. So that's why I think when it comes to like, oh, looking for a partner, or I'd say like people I want to surround myself with should, or I'd prefer them to have this like kind of mindset, you know, that you don't have to exactly be an athlete, but it's more of like that passion, the grind that athletes have to go through that I look for in people. You kind of see how they move. And I've gotten certain comments about me and they're like, you just move like an athlete. And I was like, dang, you cooked right there, because I feel like, thank you so much. It was like this doctor that came in, because I'm literally at my work, you know, serving drinks and stuff, and someone just tells me that, and like, it's just little comments like that. It just sticks to you, you know? Because you do have to go through all of those and still go to practice the next day, despite having a bad meet, despite having failures, despite having good things actually happening to you. You can't be too high or too low. Obviously, go ahead, celebrate. You will know what I mean. You have to stay grounded. It's like a constant, unwavering, like, yes, you can be like here, right? But you can't always be there, because that's just not how it works, okay? Our coach actually does a quote every single Monday. So we've been doing like quotes, and he's like explaining it for the week, and we're trying to like live up to that, act up to it, and it's very cool that he has quotes for us to integrate into our practices and into our lives. It's just cool that every team I've been a part of teaches me so much. I think me being an athlete is literally like, I can't take it away from me, because it is a part of who I am. So I'm very proud to say that I am an athlete. I'm sorry, but that's just the standard. I'm definitely making my kids do a sport. I want someone who I can do those things with. And because that's what I want to do, I would hope that I'm going to have someone as a partner who would want to do the same things as me. So I'm not even saying these things are bad. It's just what I've been living out. And so that's why I think I would just thrive in that environment. Trust me guys though, if you are looking to start a passion or something that like kind of just gives you a little drive, having someone that you can feel good with, being on a team with them, or like just doing something you're going for, working out together, I feel like that is hard to beat, because you're just working for something. And it kind of ties to having Christ in the center of your relationship, because you're always working for something, but you're not subjected to it. Like, it doesn't define you guys. So it's just always there and it's constant, but you guys have something greater than just you two, and you can't be like selfish, if that makes sense. That was low-key a deep pull, so I don't know if like everyone will understand it. It's not just you two going against each other, but you guys are both working for something. I think those two things, being an athlete and having a relationship with God, is pretty similar when you think about it. It's just a whole different mentality. It teaches you things that you can only learn if you're in it. It is what makes you so strong, because you are a team. Like, if you guys know the feeling of being on a team, especially when the team is like strong, it is such a good feeling. You just know, like, you're so secure. That should be the feeling you get when you have a good relationship with the Lord, and you are rooted in it, and He's got you. Like, people got your back when you're on a team. When you have a good team and you know that people are there for you, you don't even need to show it. You don't even need to like boast about it. It's just there. For scholars out there, for regular people out there, it's like you knowing the answers on the test when you go in. Like, you know it. Like, you have the cheat sheet. You have the cheat code to everything. It's your personal answers to the test. And it's not even that you cheated. You just know it. I don't even know. It's just very great. I will see you guys in my next video. I might see you guys before conference, but if not, I will see you after my conference.